Good morning in there, out there. I mean, you're out here. Good to see you. Vivi Snows. And look who's here this week. Last week she didn't stay with me, huh? Wow. Sun's coming up right through that window over there. And let's have a slurp for you guys. I have too much to tell you that you don't need to know. But you know, they told you in school you need to keep up with the news. Remember that? We had a thing called the Weekly Reader. We had to read all the weekly news and then take a little test on it. I don't think so. I think it's hard enough to sustain our own every day. It's hard to be human. It's too hard. It's not fair to anyone. No, it's not. And then along comes something like last night, and if you missed it, I'm sorry you missed it. I'm almost mad at you that you missed it. Holy cow. 12 amazingly should be published all over the world people with their poems. Poems that are accessible and so deep and so caring and so affirming of anybody who hears them. It's remarkable, and as I said at the end, I tear up because I don't know how or why this could happen, that I could get to be with these people. Those are souls that are so rich. They're so rich, and everybody deserves to discover that their own soul can be that rich. It sometimes takes a poem or a painting. It doesn't matter how good it is. It's just the doing that you discover there's a better thing in me than what's brought out during the day. Slurp. Oh, welcome to the Sentimentalist. Hi, Mark, Mariana. I messed up. Mariana's in the group, and I messed up. I said she was a paraplegic. She's a quad. I said she was a physical therapist. She used to be a massage therapist. Sometimes they're so awesome, these people. And I use the word awesome in a non-cliched way that I freeze. Yeah. I have some wonderful things here. I have some people who have told me that I and others use the word friend and love too often, and they lose their meaning. And I like to say, maybe you better check yourself that they lose their meaning, huh? I don't think you can say them too often. I don't think, like Woody Allen, you can have too many friends. And I don't think you can love too much and too many. No, I have to disagree. To refrain from saying love and, ending your little email with love or friend can't be enough. We need more. We don't need less. Let's not be precious about those words, huh? Slurp. And they aren't what you think they are. No, they aren't. I'm going to take my pen out because it's getting in the way of some neat things. Because we're in this new place, and I don't deserve it. I want it. Don't deserve it. It's really remarkable. And these people working in here, now it's painting time, the whole house. And Julie and her sister Carrie have come up with a beautiful, beautiful color scheme that this guy, He kind of knows where to put things, but boy, when it comes to making a house livable with new lights and new fans, and I don't mean people clapping, I mean spinning fans, and all the electronics and the technical and the high-tech sound systems, and I just watched Julie put them all so they all work. Yesterday a pipe broke under the sink, water goes everywhere. Julie's brother was here, so he fixed it, I watched. Julie's kind, she says I'm not inept, it's just I don't know how. It's a difference, I guess. And then we have this handyman, and it's wonderful, and he doesn't mind. That's not a word that is a put down. He can do anything. He's a genius. He's one of those guys that's a genius. You give him something that's never been done, and he figures out how to do it. With the wrong kind of steps, we were falling down the steps. Figured out how to make a slant and a step and a bigger step, and with my neuropathy, I just wobble and fall all day long. I'm always grabbing things, and he's so kind. Did I mention last night's holiday reading by the people I get to be with? I don't work with them, I get to be with them. I don't do anything. They write poems, and each one is their own poem. I don't want to pick anybody out, but there are poems about working in a prison, there are poems about walking in the woods and meeting up with an unusual person. And if you hear that bang, did you hear that bang? That's Molly the cat. She likes to open the new kitchen doors and then slam them shut. Oh, it's so fun to have. And look at this. Come on. I don't want to say she's the best friend I've ever had, but I've never had a better friend. She went to the vet yesterday. They just fell in love with her. Gets a shot, just sits there. I said, is she like this all the time? Is she that sweet? Is she that peaceful? I mean, she's peaceful. She brings peace. Wish we could send her, but they just not understand. So we have what in Ireland they call tradesmen here. And I just sit here and I know there, but for them, I don't have a house. There, but for Julie, I don't have a house. I really want to read to you this. This is my support group named Jim Harrison. It was his birthday, and this is what I mean. The Sentimentalist. Listen to Jim Harrison. Even if you're mad at Jim Harrison for this or that or anything, he was something. He was Jim Harrison. I like grit. I like love and death. And I'm tired of irony. A lot of good fiction is sentimental. The novelist who refuses sentiment refuses the full spectrum of human behavior, and then he just dries up. I'd rather give full vent to all human loves and disappointments and take a chance on being corny than die a smartass. When will they ever learn? Oh, when will they ever learn? Fellow who's painting our ceilings, Juan Ruiz, came from Mexico. He has 4 boys and a wife who drives a forklift at night. He works the days. And he looked at me, and I asked him about his family, and he said, they're still all back in Mexico. And we both just teared up. He can't go back. Our daughter was asking us about, am I daddy? Am I too mommy? Am I too accommodating? Maybe I'm just too accommodating. And we decided, well, you have to be careful about being accommodating. But you know what? Be accommodating. Just watch out for those who aren't. It's a good thing. You can discern it. You can see it. When they're not accommodating, when they don't understand your foibles, or they all of a sudden you notice, they don't do what I do. They're not interested in what I'm interested in. Maybe a friend, but not. So, watch out.
You might want to see this somewhat ready.
I'm waving to you. That's our daughter getting ready to go to school. You can come in. Say, are you heading out?
I forgot. Oh, and here's the painters. Here's my ridiculous outfit. I just wanted to
Oh, it's Hawaii Day at Meredith's school. I'd have her come. She should show her outfit. She's wearing a Hawaiian shirt it's Hawaiian Christmas Day at the elementary school. And what's that?
Anchor, socks, and sandals.
Oh, well, beautiful. And here comes someone else. Who's coming in? Juan, our worker. Well, I better finish up then. Everybody, things are starting to get active around here. Yeah. Well, here's our list of our wonderful readers last night. Ooh, boy, wow. And Vivi's going to go bark and welcome. And maybe you can hear this poem over the chaos. How's that? That's fun, huh? Maybe, Julie, you want to help with Vivi? Or just do I have to say that? I guess so. Sisley. It's called Sisley's Snow at Louveciennes. Did I say that right? I love Sisley. Do you know that painter, Sisley? Look him up. We see white on white. A woman in the bleak center of the canvas. This cold holding on to the rolling snow lying along the fences. Tree limbs, hipped roofs, stone walls of the lost village. On a cottage door, a quiet blot of blue. Wrapped in a tatter of brown, the woman, deep in the landscape's insistent flat, has the anonymity of a still life. She's your mother, unable to return, staring into the blizzard's dread beauty, seeing only the sky, a mute wash of blue hanging fragile, spare in the frozen air. She stands bordered by the indifference of daylight, imagines a cardinal cutting its wound across the snow, a cat crawling under a cottage, curling its tail around its sleep. Take care. Thanks for being with me. Thanks for laughing at the chaos. Be kind. Try to be cheerful. Thanks.